Welcome back to Trojan Vision Student Government Association Officer Candidates Debate. During this segment of the debate, the candidates will have 2 minutes for introductory remarks, 1 minute to respond to each of 3 questions, and 3 minutes to summarize his or her platform and tell you, the voters, why he or she should be the next president of Troy University Student Government Association. Let's meet Faith Mote, a junior communication studies major from Pelham, and Matthew Thompson, an accounting and economics major from Montgomery. Faith, you have 2 minutes to introduce yourself.
Thank you, Courtney. Good evening, fellow Trojans. As previously stated, my name is Faith Mote, a junior communications major from Birmingham, Alabama. I'm excited and humbled by the opportunity to run for your SGA president. Over the past 3 years, I've had the opportunity of serving the student body as Senator at Large, performing as chair of the Student Welfare Committee, President Pro Tempore, and a member of Homecoming Committee this past year. I am running for SGA President because I am truly passionate about serving the student body. The students have a voice. They just need someone who is willing to listen and advocate for what they want. I want to be that person by building relationships with the students on this campus and bridging the gap between the students, the SGA, and the administration. I am not seeking office to promote my own agenda, but to promote the needs and wants of Troy University students. I want to make myself more available to the student body by implementing a website media plan. This will also add a level of transparency and responsibility for the SGA and myself. As chair of the Student Welfare Committee, I've had the opportunity to assist President Farrell in the preliminary stages of the new Student Recreation Center. The new Recreation Center is a student recreation center, and I plan to continue President Farrell's progress and dedication in ensuring that this project remains student-led. The Student Government Association was designed to be a representation of the student body and a voice for them. I want the students of Troy University to have every opportunity to have an influence. My goal is to be a president of the people. It's time for you as a student to feel a part of the SGA and what is happening on this campus and have your voice heard. Thank you, and I look forward to having your support on February 19th.
Thank you, Faith. Matthew, you have 2 minutes to introduce yourself.
Thank you, Courtney. Good evening, Troy community. As previously stated, my name is Matthew Thompson, and I am an accounting and economics major here at Troy University. Over the past year, I've served as the financial coordinator and served as a senator at large for the Student Government Association. As the finance coordinator, I've made sure there was no frivolous spending within our budget, as well as went back as far as 2 years and looked into our budget to make sure we had enough money allotted for future spending. Also worked tirelessly during the summer as well as throughout the year with Cody Farrell to make sure this budget was followed and stayed true to. I'm running for president because the former presidents Thompson and Farrell have both laid foundations for progress. I feel like I'm capable to carry out the platform for a more successful, progressive, and involved Troy University. I look forward to make amendments to the parking situation where people will have enough transit. I look forward to creating a more involved Troy University. I look forward to continuing the Health and Wellness Center that President Farrell has so tirelessly worked on. And I look forward to revising health food options and hours within the Trojan Center. Once again, my name is Matthew Thompson, and I'm running for SGA President. Thank you.
Thank you, Matthew. Now I have a question for each of you. From your observation of the role of the SGA President, what do you think is the most important responsibility for the President, and how would you be able to fulfill that responsibility? Faith, you have the chance to answer first.
Okay, thank you, Courtney. I think the biggest role of the SGA president is being a voice for the students and really knowing what their concerns are and then taking those concerns to the administration and to the board of trustees. As the president, you're not only a voice for the students to the SGA, but to the administration and to the board of trustees to advocate what they want on this campus. It wouldn't make any sense for me to just pass policies that are not what the students would want. So it's really a job of the president to go and meet with organizations and things like that face to face and find out what they want, and then take those needs and concerns back to the SGA, pass policies for those things, and then take those further to the administration and to the board of trustees. Thank you.
Matthew, same question. From your observation of the role of SGA President, what do you think is the most important responsibility of the President, and how would you be able to fulfill that responsibility?
The most important responsibility of the SGA President is obviously to be a liaison for these students. I feel like it is the most important thing to be a voice for the students so the students can be heard for what they want. This university will not have progress unless the students are heard. I feel like that throughout my platform, the open door policy will help implement the students' voices are heard. Not only will I have an open door, my office hours will be posted on the door, but my exec will have their office hours posted on the door, so students will know when they can come talk. Once again, progress will not happen until these students' voices are heard, and I think the students' voices that we represent are the most important key to a successful Troy University. Thank you, Courtney.
Thank you. Now, Matthew, in your platform, you state that you would encourage students to utilize the campus shuttle system and to walk and bike more. What steps would you take to implement this?
Obviously, coming from a business background, my major being accounting and economics, I appreciate the value of marketing. Universities such as Auburn and Alabama, where parking is more scarce, yet students still students are still capable of making it to class on time. I feel like our transit is more than capable of supplying students' needs for transit, as well as the parking situation. We have parking lots that are available. There's a bill that is on docket right now that I'm sponsoring that is looking at rezoning parking. Again, I feel like marketing is the big part of that, to making sure students know when, where, and how the transit system is running. So that will be at its most effective point. Thank you.
Thank you, Matthew. Faith, your question. In your platform, you discuss using social media more, in particular writing a blog on the activities of the Senate. How will you realistically get uninvolved students to read it?
Thank you, Courtney. My first point in my platform is a website media plan, and this basically would be me writing a blog. It sounds really simple, but a lot of times students don't know what the SGA President is doing for them. They have questions, and it's kind of intimidating to come into the SGA office. I want to write about everything that I'm doing in my office as well as what the SGA is doing in the Senate. I think as a representative of you that you have the right to know that, and it adds transparency to the SGA. As far as going about as far as going about letting other students know about it, that would be up to the senators to post on social media. And also we could have a link to that blog on the SGA website in which we would allow other senators and other students as well to link it on the website and then go to it from there. But it's all about promotion and things like that. So that's definitely something to work on.
Thank you. And our last question goes to Faith first. What leadership quality do you admire most in a leader, and how have you tried to incorporate that in your life?
I think the biggest quality of a leader is to be a servant leader. It's always servant over self, and I've been trying to do this in the SGA as being a representative of you for the past 3 years since I was a freshman. But also it's about building relationships with your constituents and your followers. The biggest part of a leader is to build those relationships so they feel comfortable talking to you and voicing their concerns with you. I think I'm a pretty relatable person, so hopefully this will be continued in my presidency. I want people to feel like they can approach me on the quad, come eat lunch with me if they have any concerns if possible. I just want people to feel like they can approach me and discuss things with me. I've been approached already by several different organizations asking me about my platform and how they, as smaller organizations, could get their name out there. So obviously people already feel like they can approach me, and I haven't even been elected yet, so hopefully we can continue that if I am.
Matthew, this is your opportunity to answer that question. What leadership quality do you most admire in a leader, and how have you tried to incorporate that in your life?
Troy University, as I have previously stated, I am an advocate for progress. Now, being an advocate for progress, I feel like there are two traits, not just one, but two traits that could add to this progress. Obviously, I feel like the students need to be represented well, so I feel like an open-minded president would be best. Having an open mind would help me take what the students want and run with it. Run to people who are higher up, run to the Senate, and run to where I can write bills. Also, honesty. Honesty is a very undervalued virtue. I feel like the ability to take hard questions and give tough answers is a pivotal characteristic of a successful and progressive presidency and a student government. Thank you.
Thank you. We're now nearing the conclusion of our program. Our candidates will have up to 3 minutes to summarize their candidacy. Matthew, here's your chance to tell our viewers why they should vote for you for SGA President on February 19th.
Students of Troy University, the foundation has been laid by former President Thompson and by current President Farrell. The foundation has been laid for progress, and I feel like I am capable of carrying out this progress. Where they left, I will pick up. I will look forward to revising the parking plan. I will look forward to revising health food options. I will look forward to continuing President Farrell's outstanding work on the Health and Wellness Center, and I will look forward to a more relatable, a more personal student government. Like I said, this student government will not be successful unless the voices are heard, and I feel like I'm the best liaison for that progress. Thank you.
Thank you, Matthew. Now Faith. Thank you, Courtney. And as I have stated earlier, I have a great number of plans for my term as president. First, my website media plan will provide a level of transparency and responsibility to the Senate that is currently lacking. If elected, I will create a blog in which I will write about everything happening in my office and in the Senate. Students deserve to know what I'm working on as their president and what the SGA is working on as their representatives. And the proper use of website media will make this possible. Students will also be allowed to comment and ask questions on this website as well. I want to make the president more relatable and available to the students, and I think this is a great way to do so. Second, in order to ensure that the second phase of the Student Recreation Center remains student-led, I will be working on looking for your ideas and opinions. While President Farrell has begun the groundwork for this facility, my term would consist of planning the hours and the layout. As your president, I want to put these factors onto you. While polls and consensuses are great, I want to be effective and speak to student organizations directly to conduct brainstorming sessions and hear your ideas. If elected, I will make it a priority to be a president of the people. I will schedule a minimum of 2 campus town hall meetings a semester. These will provide a student an outlet to provide their concerns and ideas to the executive board. I will have an open door policy. My door will always be open as president, and my lunch hours will be made available to you. If ever a student has a concern they wish to talk about, I want them to have every opportunity to do so with me. I know that you as a student have a lot of concerns, ideas, and suggestions for this university, and I want you to have every opportunity to voice those interests. Change can happen on this campus. If a group of people wants to implement change, they must communicate with one another, work together, and raise awareness. This is how I hope to run my administration. I do not want to pass a series of policies that are inconsistent with the things that you as students want from this university. I want to hear what you have to say and work on making those resolutions happen. By voting for me, you are voting for an individual who has the passion and work ethic to make you, the student, the top priority on Troy's campus. Tonight, you have heard from both candidates, and it is time to make a choice. It is time to make a choice for someone who will be a voice and a representation of you. I dedicate my time and energy to ensure that I'm available to you. You have a transparent government. Your ideas are considered in the planning of the Recreation Center, and you have a voice in the SGA and in the administration. Thank you, and I would appreciate your vote on February 19th. Again, my name is Faith Mote, running for your SGA President.
Thank you, Matthew Thompson and Faith Mote, candidates for Student Government Association President. That concludes our program. I'd like to thank all of our candidates for participating, and of course, thank you for watching. To see this debate again, check our website. Go to trojanvision.org/Troy and click on the Programming tab for showtimes. Also, beginning Monday, February 17th, you can view the debate on Troy University's YouTube page. Remember, the election for Troy University Student Government Association officers is Wednesday, February 19th. Get out and vote between 8 and 5. For Troy Trojan Vision, I'm Courtney Addison.